Hey guys, I'm Noah Kalandar and I'm doing the ALS Devar for this week. Um, Before I start though, I want to, I'm sure everyone has heard today about what happened in Israel and the terrorist attacks that happened, especially the murder of the 18-year-old Ashreinu yeshiva student. I know at least for me, and I'm sure for a ton of people, um, that specifically hit really hard home. My best friend's at Usherino. He's really close with that kid that passed, and my friend goes to his old high school, and everyone there is just devastated. So for all of us, I think it's very hard, and it really hits home because we all have friends in Israel, and we're all concerned about that. So I'd like to dedicate this Devar Torah and all the learning that you do this weekend to this boy's family and to his name, to Ezra, and hopefully that his family can find peace in Zion, Jerusalem. All right, so the Devar Torah that I'm going to be giving, comes from this book, Daily Wisdom. It's a good Lubavitcher Rebbe book, Chabadnik stuff. My dad's a Chabadnik. Anyway, so he talks about in the first the in the fifth reading, I got it right. In the fifth aliyah, sorry, hold on. In the fifth aliyah, we see that Esav turns 40. He marries two Canaanite women, and sometimes after that, Yitzchak goes blind, and he wants to give the bracha to Esav. And we all know the story. Rivka comes in and she makes Yaakov look like Esav, and we all know the story of what happens. He gets a bracha and everything. What I found interesting is that the Lubavitcher Rebbe talks about how the reason why that Yitzchak wanted to give Esav the bracha and not Yaakov was because he believed that Esav was a better ruler. He believed that Esav, and it says here, although Yitzchak had seen Esav give in to the very temptations he should have battled, Yitzchak felt that if he had blessed Esav would take up a cause of goodness and righteousness, right? And then we later see on that that quality is what Yitzchak thought made him a good leader. So I found that really interesting, and something that we can really learn from that is that even Esav, who literally is one of our poster childs for negativity and averot and just not a good person, he even had that potential. That was even there for him, to the point where he was given a bracha that clearly, from our perspective, looks way better on Yaakov, someone who's learning Torah and doesn't commit averot, but to Yitzchak, Esav was the proper candidate because he saw in him this leadership quality and something that could be turned around and really be used for the better. He thought that just giving him that bracha would turn his life around, and so we can really see from this in our own lives that there's no turning back. Other way around. There is turning back. There's never a time where you're so lost or doing so much averot that you can't turn around and go back to Hashem. Anytime that you're doing anything that's just a negative thing, you can always do tshuva and come back. And even if you think you're so far off the derech that you can't, I've messed up so many times. Just saying I'm sorry to Hashem it's not going to cut it. I've done so many wrong things. If one of our forefathers could see the good in Esav, someone who literally was not good in every way, shape, and form, except for like respecting his parents, um, then we as Jews nowadays, who are hopefully 10 times better than Esav, we can improve ourselves and we can do just as good as Yitzchak thought Esav could. Have a good Shabbos, and I hope that we can all take this time to reflect on what's happening in Israel and just give out our prayers to the family of Ezra. Good Shabbos.